Mr. Bradbury is president of Grand Rapids Control Company in Rockford, Michigan. Grand Rapids Control has developed from a small domestic cable manufacturer into a global supplier of motion control systems. Mr. Bradbury Company is a family-owned company and a major employer for Rockford with around 200 employees. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you, Ms. Velasquez and the Small Business Committee for inviting me here today to discuss how the economy has impacted my business. My name is Jim Bradbury and I'm President and CEO of Grand Rapids Controls Company, LLC. Today I'm going to share with you some background history on how the automotive and office furniture industry has changed how we do business and how their current economy is different than it was just a few years ago. Founded in 1968, GRC designs and manufactures motion controls for the automotive and office furniture OEMs. When you adjust your seat, open a car door or window, you are likely to use our products. Headquartered in Rockford, Michigan, GRC also has manufacturing plants in Greenville, Michigan and Qingdao, China. Known as a problem solver by our customers, GRC provides full service support in R&D, testing and manufacturing of finished products. 200 people work for us in Michigan today. For the first 20 years, GRC mostly supplied a commodity product. In the early 1990s, the consumer's taste changed and more features were required on chairs and in vehicles. We responded by developing the ability to design new products for these applications. In response to the increase in offshore competition, GRC developed lean manufacturing techniques and automated machines to increase productivity. In 2001, the economy started to decline as competition continued to increase. Chinese and Mexican competitors were achieving acceptable quality while offering significant price savings to our customers. In just a couple of years, we started to see large chunks of business move out of our plant to these far-off places. In the span of 3 years, we saw sales slide 50%. In the summer of 2004, the owners of GRC sold the company to another family-owned business, the Charlton Group. The Charlton Group brought knowledge of international business and financial resources to grow the business. However, the new company needed to stop bleeding cash and a new competitive business model was required. Immediately, we cut expenses, stepped up sales efforts, evaluated our products, and met with customers to find out where they were headed. In talking with our customers, we were informed that we needed a plant in a low-cost country for them to continue doing business with us. We determined that our commodity product was too difficult to automate, so we collaborated with a partner to open a plant in China. This served two purposes. First, it positioned us well for China's future domestic growth, and secondly, it gave us a competitive model for a commodity product in the short term. The strategy worked and we were awarded 17 new programs. By the end of 2007, we achieved over 85% growth. All of our plants were full. 100 new jobs were created in the U.S. and profitability was up. During the growth period, we had borrowed a great deal of money to reinvent the company. By the end of 2007, we had paid most of the new debt off, and 2008 looked to be another good year. 2008 has proven a challenge to manage. In the first quarter of the year, a large supplier went on strike for 3 months, reducing our sales by 20%. Material and gas prices rose dramatically at the end of the strike. Vehicle inventories were up. Customers started to slash orders and the industry panicked as no one was sight to high gas prices. The office furniture industry was no exception as the OEMs made a commitment to be global companies and began to move and source existing products overseas. The end result was a 40% decline in sales and loss of profitability. In response to the decline of revenue, we had to cancel wage increases and bonuses. Resources are restricted to operationally critical items, sales growth, and cost reduction activities. Despite the pessimistic outlook for 2008, GRC has achieved some great results. The bigger hurdle may not be the loss of sales, but the effect that the tightening credit markets will have on an unprepared small business. Financially, GRC uses a line of credit for daily operational activities. The limit on the line of credit is based on a formula that calculates a percentage of our qualified accounts receivable plus a percentage of our qualified inventory. As sales fall, AR and inventory shrinks, effectively reducing our line of credit. Banks are unsure of the value of our assets and are taking a much more conservative approach to lending. Despite our best efforts, we are getting squeezed by insecure creditors and loss of sales revenue. I have traveled all over the world, and I believe America's creative culture and can-do attitude are great strengths. I've also seen how government can accelerate creativity in the support of research and development. However, I believe other countries have a competitive advantage over America's small business because in an American company, most of their R&D is passed on to customers in higher prices. In other countries, the government partnerships are more aggressively supporting the supplier R&D expenses to offer the world a better price, or the government allows a copying of the technology. Each year, it becomes harder to compete in our home market. I encourage you to help American small business by providing the necessary resources to create a fair playing field and develop new technologies so that we can develop new technologies and we can grow. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my testimony, and I hope it provides insight into the plight of the small business in today's economy. We are doing everything we can to support our employees and our stakeholders in our effort to build a great company. The economy is fragile today, and it appears recovery is many months away. If credit is not available to small business and the field of play remains uneven, small business will continue to have an uphill battle and America will suffer.